Has there been time when women supported women? Well, do women really support other women? And then, what's the definition of support? So these are some of the questions we're going to answer in this show. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of Deen and Dunya. My name is Rahma Mustafa Ghani, and as usual, I am going to be your host. I have with me in the studio two beautiful sisters. Sister
Haleemah
and
Nansfit Muhammad.
Okay, this is a show where we talk about deep and important issues concerning women. And inshallah, we'll try our best to discuss about a lot of them to see that we find solutions to all of them or for some of them. And today we have for you another interesting topic, which is women supporting women. So generally, I would like you to know that women supporting women is very important because all of us, I always mention this, all of us are equal in the eyes of Allah. No matter what you hold, no matter what status, what power you have, wealth, beauty, all of these things, they're just things that, make you unique or distinct amongst people. But it's evident in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhan nasu, inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha, wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'ila lita'arafu, inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. O people, we have created you of males and females, different clans, different tribes, so that you would know each other, so that you would interact with each other. But know that the best from amongst you are those who are most conscious of Allah. So, it's very important for you to support each other because when you support someone, it's like helping yourself. When the person now reaches success, it's like you reaching that success. So I think this topic cannot be overemphasized. So, sister?
The concept of women supporting women is basically women helping themselves to rise, women lifting each other up, women empowering each other. And that can be done, by helping other women, empowering them to be able to run businesses, empowering them to know about healthy living, empowering women to be able to advance in their career life, or maybe earn more money, empowering them to be able to lend their voices and, make changes in society. So yes, women supporting women is very essential. That is what every woman should be doing.
All right. Sister?
Okay, women supporting women. I don't think women really support each other in the way they're meant to be that shield to one another. But it is really essential, like Sister Haleemah said, for us to have that support. Because as human beings, we all need someone to lean on. And there's a particular wealth of experience that each one of us have. Yeah. So if in your circle, whether it's home or it's career-wise, you as a woman, you need different circles. Yeah. You need that circle of close friends. You need that circle of family friends. You need that different circles to be able to help you in navigating the struggles of life.
Yeah, maybe you need something that somebody else has.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think there are different aspects because we might talk about business, as you mentioned, career. We can talk about family life or even the society. So, I agree with her that most women do not like supporting other women because actually there is a story of one girl who I was talking to, and she said she's an upcoming businesswoman, and she contacted few people which she thought would actually help her out. But then she was not getting the kind of attention she needed. Okay. And sometimes it might be in a field where there are women who can give, support, advices, maybe like mental health, yes, counseling and all that. Yeah. And someone was saying there is a particular person he knew where they do not actually talk to people outside their cycle or people that they do not know personally. So I don't know why people do that, but
that's quite understandable. I mean, sometimes you have your own circle, you have your own squad, and outsiders are like, why are you coming in? You don't belong here and stuff like that. But then, as women, just lend your hand to as many women as you can. I don't believe in just building walls. You should bring down walls instead.
But I think if you have something that you can give the society, you shouldn't restrict that.
And traditionally, women are, I don't want to say endangered now, because like an endangered species. We go through a lot of struggle. Career-wise, there's the men on top and there are few women on top, and the ladder is just, we don't have more women in places, and we need more women in technology, in sciences, and all of that. So imagine having a woman on top and then you're forming, my own circle, I can't help you. Help other women, help them. The more of you there, the better for you, because collectively you can achieve more. But if you're there alone, you may not even be able to fight for some things. But if you have people around you, people who want the same things that you want, you can be able to fight for some rights and all of that.
Like, I feel women supporting each other, it's, for me, I look at it from the concept of sisterhood. Like the bet of you having a sister.
Yeah.
There's always this thing that the mother would want for you to look out for that little sister. And one good thing is, as the elder sister grows up, you realize that even if there's another sister, you don't need to look out for the third sister, because the second sister
will look out for the third one. Yeah.
So when you as a woman, when you help another woman, you are building a nation, because women are nurturers. The work is not for one person alone.
Yeah, but sometimes,
unfortunately, we actually go through the same struggles. All of us, we go througugh marriage, we go through struggles in the career.
When it comes to cramps.
Exactly. Don't even go there. We all go through the same circle. So how about just helping another person ease their own challenges? You have gone through these challenges. You're now a mother-in-law. You've gone through marriage. You know what it is like to have in-laws terrorizing your life. So why do you want to terrorize another person's daughter? Why don't you support them and make this life easy for yourselves?
I think for those who only interact with people in their cycle, I think I understand their concern. Sometimes it's very difficult for you to just talk to a stranger. Yes. But I think if you talk to them, and then maybe you can understand that person's intention, and then you know how to handle that. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, how you come into a circle too matters. If you're coming to somebody and then you're bringing rubbish to my circle, I won't take it. So if you're coming to my circle, you have to be coming with quality. So that's one way. If you want to enter a circle and you know that circle is really important to you, you're coming as a quality person, someone who is coming to add value. You must be bringing something too. So if you're coming like that, of course they'll take you in. And yes, those in the circle already should not look down on people. Sometimes you can't say until you have the person, until you listen to the person, until you start to engage with the person. So yes, give people chances, listen to them before you judge them, and you don't even know the kind of things that you can achieve together.
Like you said, there's helping women, helping each other sometimes it's a personal something. Like when you look at help generally, people help from an emotional point of view. Whether it's money they are giving you, whether it's investment they are investing in your business, people help based on, people give in time or their energy into something that it's actually sentimental in some kind of way. So for a woman to actually help you, she should have accepted some things from you psychologically.
Yeah.
So the help does not just come like that, like you just come from nowhere, you need that help. Like the level of assistance I'm going to give you based on my knowledge of you is actually different from someone who I actually know why and how I'm giving the assistance.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. But then, I don't know why this is usually happening between women.
Okay.
Yeah, she mentioned, but then it's very difficult for another woman to support a woman. If it is men, I think maybe it's open. If a guy is envious of another guy, I think they bring it to the open. They might just say it to your face, or you might
Carefree.
know. But for women, sometimes
women are emotional beings.
Yeah, they won't even tell you. Someone will just try to even destroy you without you knowing.
There's this saying that when women are gathered or I don't know how the saying actually goes. It's a cliche. When women are gathered, even the devil takes a seat.
Them, right?
Yeah, because when women come together to destroy something,
they bring it down.
They'll bring hurricane, tornado. That thing is
so
going
there's
down.
so much power in women putting their efforts together, in being like having a collective effort as women. Just like do things together. There's so much power. There's so much strength in it.
Like there's this,
and if we don't explore it, we wouldn't know.
There's this, I call the show, it's a platform actually, women in management, business and public service. It's actually a collection of different women
and they do
politics.
great things. Like you see great women coming out of Wimbies. They hold conferences, seminars, helping themselves grow, helping themselves grow helping to lift like young women up, and there's a whole lot of things going on in Wimbies, and I think people should really tune into that.
Okay. Dear viewers, it's still the show Deen and Dunya, and the topic is women supporting women. We'll now take a break and we'll come back, inshallah.
In the 21st century, you are not limited by your geographic location. With an effective use of media and the internet, you can speak to billions of potential customers at a go. Invest in advert and broadcast to generate brand loyalty and company traffic. iMedia Communications is here to help you produce and broadcast promotional videos for your businesses fashioned just for you. We offer services in video production to clients from startups to businesses, NGOs, and government agencies with a focus on advertising, marketing, and documenting. Contact us today to keep your business at the top of your customers' mind, attract new people, and keep them up to date on your products and services. We are at the forefront of event coverage and live stream of your special occasions. When you think of video production and live stream, think iMedia. Contact us at www.imedianigeria.net or info@imedianigeria.net or dial 0810-450-8155 or 0816-681-5377. At iMedia Communications, we don't give excuses. We simply get the job done in style.
Welcome back to the show Deen and Dunya, and the topic is still women supporting women. So actually, I really like going back to the Islamic history because we get so much motivations and inspirations there. So I'd like to tell you about the story of that woman called Khawla bint Tha'laba. Well, actually, briefly for our viewers, she was the woman who was really strong, and her husband made what is called vihar on her, which is like he compared her to his mother, and he said, "You're like my mother's back," or something like that. And then she was really strong, and she said, "I am not going to continue with this marriage until I know the ruling about what you said." So she went to the Prophet ﷺ until Allah revealed the opening verses of Surah Al-Mujadila about her. So the point is, she came along with a woman to see Amir al-Mu'minin, Umar ibn al-Khattab, one day, and she was saying, "Umar, I knew you back then when you were small, people call you Umair, and you were called Umar, and now you're Amir al-Mu'minin. So I have a complaint." And so his assistant was saying, "Why are you talking to Amir al-Mu'minin this way?" And he said, "This is the woman who Allah heard her complaint. So who is Umar not to listen to her?" Wow. So she said, this is a woman whose husband wants to divorce. So everyone knows that she's a good wife, good mother to her kids, and she takes care of her home. So why is the husband going to divorce her? Where does she start from? So Amir al-Mu'minin now went to the market and met the husband. He said, "I heard what you want to do. You wanted to divorce your wife." And then he said, "What is your reason?" The man now said, "I don't love her anymore." So Amir al-Mu'minin now said, "Do you think it's every home that is built upon love? Where is integrity? Where is courtesy?" And he said, "You should fear Allah with regards to your woman." So the bottom line is, this is a woman supporting another woman. She supported her all along. She saved her from heartbreak, a broken marriage, a broken home.
Give high shoulder to
Exactly.
cry on, to
So, but
talk
are
to.
these things really existing now?
Well,
Do you
yeah.
think?
Personally, I say projection is perception, according to Hajia Latifa B. Ibrahim. She once said that on the show. She said projection is perception. What you project is what you perceive. If you start to feel like, oh, I won't get support, you won't get it. But the moment you say, oh, there is support out there for me, you will find it. The world will give you what you're looking for. So if you're not, if you're to yourself, or you have some stereotypes of women being saucy, or you never want to talk to anybody because no woman is going to lend you a listening ear. Exactly. Or you already have those those things in your head. You won't get the support. But the moment you're open-minded and then you feel like, oh, I actually need a shoulder to cry on, and you find a genuine person, you would find the support that you need. So key point is be open-minded and stop. There's this popular thing of, oh, women are this, women are bad, women are not good friends, I'd rather be friends with men. Girl, go for women. Like, look for women. Find a squad. Find a real, genuine circle of women who would help you and support you.
Yeah. And most times, people complain about female bosses. I don't know why.
There's this thing about you. There's this general. It's a perception actually, and people have also experienced it.
Okay.
You get into an office, or you are on there's a panel, and there's a woman, or you realize the boss is the woman. There's this feeling you get, thinking that, wow, she's going to be strict, because normally women do things in an
They're
organized.
quite disciplined.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Discipline. That's the right word. Actually,
Yeah.
women, like if there's a woman principal, you should know that school is going to work better than a male principal.
I was in one.
Me too. I was in one.
Really?
Like, it's like so. There's this perception, like you get to an office, like the boss is the woman.
Yeah.
You compose yourself from the beginning.
Yeah, I understand. Because if they feel like that female boss is not give them support, well, are they really out there to seek for the support from her, and then they understood that she cannot give the support, or what? Or it's just general conclusion or something?
Well, like I said, what you project is what you perceive. If you already start feeling like, oh, she's going to be a bossy person because she's just a woman boss, she's going to be bossy. Yeah. You already have it in your mind. That's a fixation. She's just going to be bossy. But if you're open-minded, you're like, okay, I'm here to learn. Look at this woman. She has attained this height. I'm here to learn from her. You humble yourself. You would have a lot of things. But if you come and then you start forming, you understand, this thing of women wanting to compete with each other when it's not even necessary.
But again, are there women who are vulnerable?
Yeah, that's one thing that people are actually fighting now.
Yeah.
A lot of women are, close and, okay, my problems to myself, I will solve them, I would find a way out. When you should actually speak out, like talk. If you don't say some things, how would people be able to help you if you don't say?
Okay, yeah. I just heard a story yesterday. Yeah. It was a person I know, and he was saying he has a relative that killed himself or something like that, if I can say it that way, because the person now poisoned himself, and then he had a good job, good life, and so they were trying to know what was really the cause. Yeah. So I think a lot of women too are in those conditions, but
Is
then
a woman that poisoned herself or a man?
a man, but then it happens to women too.
Okay.
They keep problems to themselves.
Yes.
Perhaps if that person has spoken out, gotten help from a counselor or something, maybe he would have been able to save his own life. But women are, some of them, not all of them, the concept of women speaking out now is getting popular. There are lots of women in public places now lending their voices to change and all of that. So I don't think anybody should be a woman who wants to be closed.
Like I say, even when it comes to marriage, for example, you're married to a man, you say your husband is your best friend. Fine, your husband should be your best friend. But I feel deep down in my heart that you need a woman friend.
Yeah, right? You either need a woman friend or you need some really good sister. Like,
yes.
there's some things that a man will still not understand.
There are
Like,
many things. No,
only a
there
woman
are
can
many.
share that with you. So,
That's
yeah.
true. And I think another thing is, the reason why women do not support women is in the society there is a prevalent master now that is used to, identify the worth of a woman. So that is just the so-called standard of beauty, right? So since when we were little, as a woman, you're meant to, get that message that is given to you by the society. And the message is you should be thin, fair, attractive, or you're going to be nothing.
Have some
Yeah.
eyeball.
Exactly.
Have long hairs, long legs.
So now,
right?
exactly. So now they'll make you wear your own makeups, their short skirts and all that. And then they'll instruct you to give your lives, your bodies, and even your dignity, all for the cause of being pretty. So now your worth is going to be identified only to the degree that you could please or beautify yourself for men. So now you find women fighting each other because of this, all because of the standard of beauty, and then they will find it very difficult to assist each other.
I know that is one of the things that the concept of women supporting women is trying to fight. It's still combating against because it is still here. There's the whole beauty industry telling you what the standard of beauty should be, what a woman who is beautiful should look like, and then if you don't look like that, you're not
nothing.
exactly. But then people are becoming aware, people are becoming self-aware, everybody's unique, everybody's beautiful in their own selves. I mean, why do you have to look like somebody when it's not my fault I was created like
There's
this.
this saying I hold.
Embrace yourself.
There's this saying I hold dearly. It
Yeah.
says, because I like books.
Yeah.
So it says, your old friends are like books.
Okay.
They will last you a lifetime. Now, looking at women, when looking for support,
Yeah.
you should not just go there and go and swim inside the ocean. Any fish that comes, you will catch.
Of course.
Women can be terrible.
Yeah.
Women can be scary. Women can be devilish. Because when you're looking for support, know the woman you're looking for support from. Know the circle you're entering. Like you said about the preoccupation of the 21st century. There are certain ways that they want you to look. There are certain ways that they want you to behave. It might not be deep down from your heart of hearts, or it might not be something you are psychologically okay with, but because you want to fit into a particular circle, or it's the standard, you get to take in everything that any woman gives you. When choosing your friends, women friends especially, it's like the local Nigerian rice. You have to pick it very
Carefully.
well. If not, you eat stones.
I think that should apply for everybody. I mean, if a human being is terrible, a human being can be terrible, a human being can bring you down, a human being can ruin your life. It's not just a woman. So anybody you're putting in your circle, man or woman, make sure you're picking it like you're picking your
Stones.
local rice. So yes, if you're doing the women supporting women, doesn't mean put a lot of women in your circle. Select them. You still have to be selective.
Okay. Dear viewers, it's still the show Deen and Dunya, and the topic is women supporting women. So, Sister Haleemah, do you have anything, the last thing you can tell us?
Yeah. So the concept of women supporting women kind of is, being fought by, I don't want to say patriarchy now. I feel like a lot of this hate that we have amongst ourselves was put in by some of these men. So, yes, like, be open-minded. Don't see your sister as somebody you should be competing with. If you see a woman in a big height, don't come in with the mindset of, oh, she's going to be bossy, she's going to be rude, she's going to be saucy. No. You're actually coming there to learn from her. You want her to be able to empower you. Exactly. Like, come wanting, come ready. Don't come with an attitude.
Okay.
Don't come with an attitude. Come ready to learn. Be humble. Humble yourself. Like, you need a lot of that. Be open-minded that you would get the support that you're looking for. And of course you will.
Okay. Sister Nansfit?
Okay, I would say women are nurturers.
Okay.
So whether you're a mother or a sister, biologically, or a teacher in career-wise, we are all teachers, we are all mothers, we are all sisters. always find a way to, especially it's easy. I feel it's easy when it's somebody that's coming after you. Because like I said, like for the society to be better, we have to give back what we already have.
Of course.
And if you can't teach somebody, like we should have this thing at the back of our minds that whoever is coming after us, we don't want that person to make the mistakes we made. If it took us 10 years to be where we are today, let it take that person half the
5,
years it
yeah.
took us. So give back. Always give back.
Okay. So what I think women should understand is support can be in any form.
Yeah.
Can be a kind word, something very little. And believe me, it might go a long way. You might save a life by the little support that you can give. And your reward is going to be with Allah. So, dear viewers, this is still the show Deen and Dunya, and inshallah we'll try to bring interesting topics for you. You can join us in the comment section. You can share your thoughts, give us questions, and even topic that you might want us to discuss. My name is Rahma Mustafa Ghani, and I have with me
Haleemah.
Nansfit, Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.